welcome back to the Hangout with Abby Kimani, and this is Ask a Mom. So this is
Rachel Kimani. I'm also known as Mama Abby. Welcome to the Hangout with Abby Kimani.
Indeed, welcome. So we are going to jump right into the video. You've already read the topic, you know what it's about, and we're going to be talking about pets, which is a topic between that parents. Well, it's something that, you know, people argue about a lot, especially if you don't like animals. But anyways, number one, Mom. By the way, we have a dog. He's in the thumbnail. We also used to have a cat. Like if you watch my old Ask Abby videos when I was outside, there used to be a cat. There's a cat like in almost all of those videos. Dottie used to love appearing in my videos. She loved the camera. She loved the spotlight. She was really into it. And if you're wondering why I'm still using past tense, you can guess what happened. Anyways, let's move on to the questions. Question number one, Mom. Are there any responsibilities that kids should have, or even the parents should have, or the whole family in general should have when they are considering, you know, buying or taking a pet?
Thank you. I think taking care of pets, looking after pets is a bigger responsibility than acquiring a pet. I think children love animals. Children love pets. What children don't know is the responsibilities that go with taking care of pets. And yes, and I think one of the most important questions is, should children have pets? In my opinion, yes, but that depends on...
I got it on camera.
That depends on what are the stages, what are the ages, and a child should know what is expected of them before a pet is bought, their responsibilities. Yeah.
You should be able to, like, mostly if it's a dog, not for cats, at least what I know, like, you have to like potty train them and also wash them. Washing your dogs is important, and you have to work on that, right, Mom? He was actually in the thumbnail, and now there's fur all over us. I'm not even sure.
Let me just add that what happens to parents, we rush to buying pets for our children, and then we get deluded that because my son, my daughter said, I can wash my dog. When my dog has a stomach upset, I know how to get a veterinary. When my dog is sick, I know what to do. When a dog poops, I know what to do. When a dog eats and there's food all over, I know what to do. All that is usually said to parents when children want pets. When pets come, the children forget that immediately. Like, there are people who are fond of just cuddling the animals, the pets, after they have been washed. Like, they have been washed, they have been combed, they have been fed. That's their moment. Because children get so discouraged when pets are not bought and when pets are not there, it is important that parents take their children through the journey of what is happening. There are so many important things anyway to consider. Like, you should consider taking care of your pet involves a space, okay? Because some homes don't have that big space to accommodate a pet. If you love your pet, you must be able to take care of that pet in a comfortable way. Some places, the neighborhood, they don't appreciate pets actually. So it's good to consider that, because they say you're disturbing us with your cat or with your, especially a dog, because you could be doing homework and your dog is barking and your neighbor's son feels like, hey, that dog is disturbing. But responsibilities go hand in hand with loving pets. So don't stop loving pets when you cannot take care of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, having pets, like, studies have shown that it's better for your health, it's better for you psychologically, especially if your child has something like ADHD or, like, you know, they have been diagnosed with a disease. pets like really help with that. So if you're struggling with that and maybe you're not able to be with your child all the time, a pet can really help. Just make sure they're able to take care of them. Now, the next question: how old do you think like one should be to get a pet?
That's a tough one. In some places, there are children who are even 5-year-olds and they are able to do minor duties, minor responsibilities for their cats. There are children who are 10-year-olds and because they are torn between many other responsibilities, because it's not just about the pet being at home, the school involved, there are duties involved, even the house duties which are involved. And sometimes a child can be torn between, now I want my pet, now I have to do dishes, now I have to do homework, I have to do this and that. I think the age is dependent so much on the knowledge that the parents have about their child, because each and every family, they understand their children's maturity. Children can be selfish. They want to have a pet, but they want somebody else to take care of. Mainly, it's the parents who majorly take care of the pets. But a time comes when they feel like, are you giving me that look now? I think children say they'll take care, but when you look at the procedures, it is parents who suffer. It's important that every family knows the stage. I can't do that for every family, but let's say from age 10, if you're taking care of a cat, that shouldn't be hard. And can I give an example? We once had a Dottie, who we so dearly miss, even up to now. But you loved Dottie so much. Dottie loved you so much. Dottie loved us so much. But a time came and we realized, Dottie, I think you had fur everywhere. You went to church.
Like I'd go to school and people were like, oh, like Abby, you're far. Like I used to stand next to someone like during parade, like back when I was in social distancing, and I'd get fur all over like their blazer or like their jumper or like their shirt, and they'd be like, really? And they'd be like, Abby, you're far all over. I'm like, well, she used to sleep in my cupboard.
For me, it is everywhere, because whenever we would go, they would be polite and say, oh, so how is Dottie? How is Dottie? If we go to church, how is Dottie?
Well, like, oh, do you have a cat?
Yeah. But everybody loved Dottie, but we realized Dottie was distracting you from maybe even taking time that you needed to do your homework. You are not fully able to take care of Dottie, because sometimes maybe morning you would feed, but when you come in the evening, the stress from school could not allow you to remember, did Dottie eat? Then the fur, removing, taking care of that fur so that doesn't become weak. Then we had to agree that later date, you can get a cat, but that was the time. You agree with that? Yeah, you still miss her, you still feel sad. Don't worry, you always deal with that. But that is what happens. That is what happens to most children. Mm-hmm. They want, but they're not even aware. They're not yet ready to take care of that. And our major pets in this country would be mainly a cat, a dog. Which other animal?
I think there's cats and dogs, maybe birds, but like mostly cats and dogs. Yeah,
a cat and a dog. For Vanch, you're doing so well. I think you learned quite a lot through Dottie. You learned even Vanch can go. So she feeds Vanch. She takes care of this dog very well. She has done a few videos washing the dog. Sometimes I've seen her sacrifice and take Vanch for a walk. It's not easy. He's a very energetic dog. The one was right here.
It's Joe who takes him on walks.
On walks. Oh, it's Joe, Yeah. So we try now to pass that responsibility, but there are so many factors all the same to consider.
Okay. So, did you have a pet as a kid?
Our village had pets. Life has changed now because people are having pets in their homes. In village, we had dogs everywhere. And those were our pets. If I went to my neighbor and there was a dog, I played with that dog. If I went to the river and I met a dog somewhere, the dogs somehow, they were not fighters. Like, they wouldn't bark, they wouldn't bite and all that. I didn't have a personal pet. We had pets.
Ellie, Which one do you think is easier to take care of between a dog and a cat?
Either. It just depends. Personally, a dog, but I would prefer a cat because a cat would be inside. Although I've seen the difference. Our dog can be trained. Our dog sits when you tell Vanch, sit, eat, go. You can train. And that has taken a lot of effort from you and Joe and Nebai and I think basically all of us. And I don't prefer, I think either is okay. Yeah.
Well, I think that both are easy to take care of if you do it the right way.
Yeah.
But I have should I say what I think?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I think it's I guess I agree with Mom. It depends on like what you prefer, like how much effort you put into it. First, for dogs, you have to wash them, you have to potty train them. But that's basically apart from simple orders like sit, stuff like that, that's really it. For cats, they wash themselves, unless you can wash a cat. But did you wash Dottie?
Once. And he didn't die.
I mean, she didn't die, but I'd rather not. Well, did she complain?
No.
I
think she did.
Sure.
I think she did. She complained.
You can try washing your car. Just make sure you wear gloves so that you don't get scratched. And after a few maybe weeks, they'll just go outside. They'll meow at the door and they'll go outside and sort themselves when it comes to going to the washroom. But both are easy to take care of if you do it the right way. Now the last question.
Okay.
When it comes to having pets, is love important? Is it important to be an animal lover?
Very important. Like I said, animals, you can almost say animals are children, children are animals. Those two go together. A pet knows when it is loved. A pet knows when it is disliked actually. It is important to taking care of your pet is part of loving your animal, part of loving your pet. So it is important to love your pet you taught me once when you train your dog, you train Vanch, you gift, what did you say? Like a treat. Like when you train your pet on some few skills and your pet understands that, you encourage the pet by giving something, by telling well done. So it is very important to love on your animal, to cuddle. They feel loved when you wash them. They feel loved when they come and they're sitting together with you. Yeah.
Yeah. So spend.
But I want to add, even if one doesn't have a pet, it is absolutely okay. Because somehow you get to meet with people who are carrying their pets along the way. So you admire, and at the right time, you get your pet. And if your parent says no to a pet, there must be a good reason.
Yeah, and when you move out, you can get one.
Exactly.
Class maybe 5 years or 6, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm getting that cut. Well, thank you for watching the video to the end. Thank you, Mom, for coming. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Bye.
Bye.